am Mintyoreos, and I am unboxing my first ultrawide monitor. My logic for getting an ultrawide monitor is to replace two monitors and have one instead. So this one is the 34-inch LG 34Wk650, and I got this one off of Best Buy on a Black Friday sale. Now, this isn't like a current model at all. This is actually a little bit of an older model. However, the relevancy of its specifications, I feel, meets up to the standards now. I actually filmed this unboxing video about a year ago because I knew that this wasn't like a super new product or anything like that. So I'm going to be sharing my experience with it whilst you're seeing me remove all of the contents of this box. When I first got this, I was really curious to see how the HDR10 support was, which gives deeper blacks and brighter highlights. It actually looks quite beautiful. It's just a little extra on some games. I don't really find it super necessary, and I find it a little off-putting for doing any kind of media art related work. But for viewing content, it is an interesting feature that gives a more high definition look, if that's something that you like. The RGB gives a super wide color range, which is perfect for content creating and or graphic designing with a color calibration program for accuracy. And this was another one of its selling points in my mind. This monitor retails for $449.99 on Best Buy Canada, which is a lower price in the US. However, when I bought it at the time, I got $100 off on sale, which is really cool. I love to save my money. I'm just removing the packaging of these cables that it comes with. This is not a curved ultra-wide monitor. Its native resolution is 2560 by 1080, giving it an aspect ratio of 21:9, which is super huge. I'm not really sure the difference with the curved one. I figure since I'm looking at my computer from a close range, curved monitor isn't necessary for my type of setup style. A downside for some people is that it has a no touchscreen or horizontal view like other LG models. However, that feature never interested me personally. I don't want fingerprints on my monitor, and I don't really see the point of flipping a monitor this wide horizontal. I really like the stand on this monitor as well too. This is an LED display type with a high refresh rate due to lower resolution. This one goes up to 75 Hz without lacking in the panel quality, this one being IPS, which is better for wide angle viewing. Another neat thing is this monitor also has FreeSync support for dynamic refresh rate aimed at reducing tearing and stuttering caused by misalignment with content's frame rate. I have a graphics card that supports that, so I was very curious how much more I could get from that with this ultra-wide monitor. This monitor has a response time of 5 ms. This monitor has a pixel density of 80 ppi, which can affect text on some web pages. However, that's not something that affects games for the most part that I've noticed. I specifically got this monitor for multitasking only and playing video games. So this isn't my main monitor. I choose to use my laptop monitor as my main. All in all, I've been super pleased with the functionality of this monitor for what I was looking to use it for. I had no dead pixels at all, which is really awesome. Lifting this out of the box by myself was actually such a doozy. Like, I was so paranoid I was going to drop it or something like that. But I managed, if that is not apparent in this point right here. Something else that I found super neat was the 21:9 aspect ratio gives actually more gaming content across the board, so you can have a wider view in some types of games, which comes in handy as an advantage. Some games do actually stretch wide. A lot of movies, if you full screen them, you're gonna get wide looking people, which sucks, but it is kind of nice when you get resizable video streaming, so that's not really a huge concern, but you will get like the bars on the side if that's not something that you like personally. So now that we could see the back here, there's minimal ports, no USB ports. However, I didn't really personally care for that feature. I've got a USB external hub that I use, as well as the USB ports on my laptop, which is not very many of them. I only have 3. The USB hubs are definitely practical if you have a streaming setup like me, and tons of cables that you need to attach to your devices. In my opinion, for the type of setup that I have going on, if you see that fat pile of cords next to my ring light and my microphone, I just wanted more of a clean look at that point. I didn't want a massive bunch of cables coming out of another unit, especially since I only have so much desk space, so the more minimalistic and clean with cables, the better for me. It's attaching the power port that is supplied. This one has a 3.5 aux and 2 HDMI ports, 1 display port, 2 built-in speakers at 5 watts, totaling in 42 watt power consumption, and a 0.5 watt standby. This doesn't actually have an auto off mode. It has an energy saving mode though, and it's Energy Star qualified. And this really neat thing with the stand that I have here is that it's actually adjustable too. So you can adjust its height depending on what type of desk you have. If you like your monitor in a standing upright position, if you'd like it tilted, it actually does tilt upwards. So if you like to stand and game for a bit instead of sitting because you're looking for that healthy balance, you can work that upwards tilt. Although something else I found interesting is that it doesn't tilt down, but I mean, I don't really see the point of it being able to tilt down anyway. You can see it has a matte finish potentially. I really enjoy the minimalism look to the front with no buttons on it. The buttons are actually on the bottom and there's only one. This monitor has larger outside bezels, but that doesn't bug me, however. For more information, you can head over to the LG website. This video and product was not sponsored. I just needed a new monitor and I wanted to try something different and highlight my experience, the pros and cons of this particular one. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and join the Minty fam. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you don't like it, give it a thumbs up too. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I hope to see you soon. P.S. Shameless shout out to the Happiness crew who had gifted me this wonderful shirt I had been wearing in this video. If you like it, do check out the Happiness Crew's clothing shop. It's in the link in the description down below.